Conductivity tells us how well our sample water is conducting electricity, which can also give us a little bit of an idea of what particles might be dissolved in the water. Now, for our first years of testing for conductivity, we're really just trying to get an understanding of the baseline of our water sample, because different streams and creeks, depending on the bedrock surrounding them, might have different normal levels of conductivity. But if, as we do this year after year, if we see a sudden change in conductivity, that might be an indication of pollution in our stream. So for our conductivity measurements, we're going to be using an electric probe. It's a black probe, kind of looks like a big pen or marker. The first thing we're going to do is use two containers, and we're going to fill both of them with sample water. Then we're going to find our conductivity probe, remove the cap. Now you don't need to twist at all for the cap, all you have to do is pull straight down. Then you're going to rinse that probe, which is down inside the bottom, surrounded by plastic. Rinse it with distilled water, that rinse bottle at your site. And then press the on button at the top of your probe. Your small screen should light up with some numbers. It should say 0 on there. Then you're going to place the probe in the sample water from the first container, stir gently for a few seconds, trying not to let it touch the bottom or the sides, and then take it off, shake it gently to remove excess water, and then put it into the second container. You don't need to rinse it before you do this, just place it directly in that second container. You're going to leave it submerged for at least 1 minute. Now if you don't have a timer of any sort on you, you can just sing happy birthday slowly 2 times. Now, after that minute has passed, you're going to take a look at the numbers on your probe. If they are still moving, you're going to wait an additional minute. Once those numbers stabilize or stop moving, or if they're just kind of fluctuating between the two, that's okay. Then you're going to record that number on your data sheet. After you've recorded that number, you're going to repeat this process 2 more times, so we have the most accurate measurement. So what that means is that you'll go out, collect 2 new containers of water, rinse your probe, swirl it in that first container again, and then put it in the second container and wait for that number to stabilize. Now at the end of your session, once you're finished with those 3 measurements, you're going to rinse the electrode with the distilled water, and then you're going to blot it dry. Our conductivity meters actually are stored dry in there, but again, try not to touch the probe with your fingers at all. Also, don't forget to turn it off before you put the cap on.